Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Wednesday, December 19th. Hope you're holding strong. I just actually came back from the BlockWorks group crypto Christmas party. It was in New York City, so I don't live far from there, of course. And it was a good time. Met with a lot of people. As you can see here, I've been tweeting. I even uploaded a video up earlier on my channel here of the party, and there was a lot of people there. It's like 500 plus, and it was at the Jay-Z Club 4040 in New York. So really good time. Got to meet, for example, Mark Yusko, the CEO of Morgan Creek Capital. Got to chat about the market and things that were going on. I also spoke to some Wall Streeters guys, and I kid you not, they showed me text, they showed me emails from people who are, I'm talking about big players with a lot of money and getting into this market, and it's in the works. It's all coming together, and we've been, of course, talking about that. But obviously, I can't give you names of the people I spoke to because it's off the record. I had one Wall Street guy show me text that he got from seasoned Wall Streeters and investors who are looking into crypto. They're adding it to their portfolio. I'm not saying that they're dumping all of their money in crypto specifically. They're diversifying, but crypto is going to be part of their portfolio. Now, some may be more bullish than others, and some may go all in. Some are just going to add it to their portfolio, but that's okay. It further legitimizes this market. It shows the money being added and so forth. Now, obviously, you guys, if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you saw some of the updates, the things that I posted and so forth. So it was a really good time, and I'll try to attend these meetings and events and so forth and try to get interviews. So I'm working on an interview with Mark Yusko, so stay tuned for that. And let's jump into the news, guys. And of course, this is not financial or investment advice. Now, first big news we got. Many of you have heard the Nikkei, the Japan stock exchange. Yeah. Well, guys, we have news here. Japan's Coincheck to gain license after a $500 million hack. Regulators to hold cryptocurrency exchanges to higher standards. Now, we talked about Coincheck just recently, maybe 2 videos ago or so, 3 videos ago. Why they were bought out by Monex Group, and where are they coming to? The U.S. when? Q1 of 2019. Big things coming up, guys. So let me give you some details. Japan's Financial Services Agency has decided to approve Coincheck's cryptocurrency exchange license, Nikkei has learned. An announcement will come by the end of the year, closing a tumultuous chapter in Coincheck's history that began in January when 58 billion yen, $511 million worth of clients' cryptocurrency holdings were stolen. At the time of the hack, Coincheck was Japan's largest cryptocurrency exchange. They're very big in Japan. The theft forced Coincheck to halt trading, leaving its clients with no sell option as the market went into a tailspin. The FSA judged that the company improved customer protection and other systems after being purchased by online brokerage Monex Group, as I just mentioned. So essentially, they got bought out, and then the Monex Group, they made sure everything was in order. The proper security, expansion of customer services. This is what we've seen been happening exchanges across the globe, like Coinbase, Binance. Everybody's been expanding. Remember last year, a lot of them had to close their doors. They couldn't handle the volume. There was a lot of delays, money being frozen, a whole bunch of nonsense, right? That will not happen this time around. They will not screw up because they want to make more money. And especially when you have competition coming into the market, you have Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, RSX, back. There's a lot of competition, a lot of exchanges popping up. So no one they can't drop the ball here. They're going to lose revenue, lose money. So these people are getting their license here. They're already the largest in Japan, and even with their past problems and failures, it's moving ahead, and they are coming to the United States. So Coinbase, man, they are losing so much market share. It's not even funny, and especially with these big players getting in like Fidelity and so forth, they're gonna lose it. And they could have been smart and list all the popular tokens, going down the list, XRP and all and so forth, right? They didn't. But that's their loss and that's their fault. They got greedy. So moving ahead, if you guys remember the Bison app, which is was launched by the second largest stock exchange in Germany, Börse Stuttgart, and we talked about this maybe in a few videos before as well. Börse Stuttgart as well as Solaris Bank are launching an actual exchange. Well, if you recall, they've been working on this app, the Bison app, and this is going to launch in conjunction with the cryptocurrency exchange. But the cryptocurrency exchange launch is going to be in 2019. But the app itself says, they just tweeted today, boarding starts. From now on, we start the Bison beta phase with people on the VIP list. In January, we will also welcome Bison News subscribers. At the end of January 2019, we plan to publish the Bison app in the German app stores. So they are getting ready to launch another 2019 launch. Guys, 2019 has so many launches coming up. It's not even funny. There's so many. And I'm excited for 2019. I know 2018 was rough, massive correction, a lot of manipulation as well. And it's bottoming out. But what's holding up a lot of things, guys, is and the prices and for more money to actually get in is the regulations. And that's why a lot of the big money has been buying over the counter. Now, don't get me wrong. Many of them would try to go over the counter so they can get lower prices. And but they've been accumulating. I was talking to some people at the crypto Christmas party, and that's what's been going on. And a lot of them have been dumping on the buying over counter, dumping on the market to get the prices lower, and then they're buying back in. So that's what's been happening, guys. That's what's essentially happening. But I think once we get this, Congress passes this virtual currencies bill, and then we get some more clarity from the SEC, it'll open up the floodgates because all these services are getting ready to launch, and these are not small. I mean, stock exchanges are getting involved here, big banks, and major things are ahead. That's why we just have to be patient. Patience is so important. You keep an eye on what the big money's doing, the news here, and just be patient. Just hodl. If you're trying to make a quick buck, you're going to be disappointed. Sure, I want the prices to go up. I have skin in the game. I have cryptocurrencies I'm invested in, and I want to make money. Absolutely. That's at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for. But I have to be realistic too. And I think just as the big money and everybody else, we just all have to wait for the regulatory clarity. So moving ahead, we have news of another big launch here. Coinsquare, which was talking about they will launch in Europe, as you guys know, is a Canadian cryptocurrency exchange. They're also planning to come to the United States. They also talked about listing on a stock exchange, going public on a Canadian stock exchange. So big things behind Coinsquare, and they have officially launched in Europe. So in a move that expanded its market opportunity by 1,200%, Coinsquare, one of the world's premier cryptocurrency trading platforms for trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies, announced that it has launched across 25 countries simultaneously in the European Union. So, man, that's a big launch for them, and they are expanding big time. And if you guys recall, even earlier this year, they talked about launching in Europe and then coming to the United States. So big things are ahead, guys. All these exchanges are expanding, making acquisitions, expanding the services, and doing what they got to do. And it's all the infrastructure being built out, the foundation being laid out for growth. So moving ahead here, the Binance CEO, Zhao Changpeng, he was interviewed on Bloomberg today, and he said, 2018 was a correction year, which it was, a major correction year after we had that parabolic run up last December into January, and then it's been entirely a bear market, but a lot of progress being made with the infrastructure, as mentioned, and the build out of services. And he says here, we want to kick off 2019 with a bang, and I believe 2019 will be big because there's a lot of launches coming up, and they're not small. They're from major Wall Street players, corporations, and so forth, right? Bakkt, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, ErisX. Just you have, like, for example, Börse Stuttgart Stock Exchange, and there's a Switzerland Stock Exchange launching a service as well. So a lot is coming, and we just got to be patient. So count yourself lucky they're still here. There's a lot of weak hands that left the market, but there's big things coming, guys. Onto some Ripple news. This was interesting. On Forbes, an article was published. Will Ripple's XRP thrive in 2019? And it was actually a pretty good article. It talked a bit about the utility and what's going on, but it's great exposure for Ripple and XRP here. They talked a bit about the security issue, what's if it's a security or not, and that type of thing. And they talked about the partnerships and who they're working with. And let's see, going into 2019, Ripple would have to ensure two things besides industry partnerships: to keep integration on the top of their list and to secure major players in industries who are willing to provide custody. So for instance, Coinbase recently announced its list of 30 assets to its trading list, and XRP was one of them. Looking forward, if Goldman Sachs or other similar institutions jump into the industry, Ripple's team need to make sure that XRP's token is on top of their list. And I think XRP is certainly on the top of the list. We've seen it move up to the number 2 spot. We've seen exchanges across the board, except Coinbase, of course, have been listing it, some using it as a base currency, base pair, and then a lot of exchanges adding fiat pairing to XRP. And I think we've seen, for example, like Grayscale and many of these crypto index funds and investment firms, XRP is part of their portfolio, and it's actually performed very well year over year. So just great exposure here on Forbes, talking about specifically Ripple XRP. So also Ripple, they published a blog post here talking about 2018, the breakthroughs in blockchain, kind of recapping the things that they were able to accomplish, and the partnerships and all that good stuff. And on Twitter, they posted these short video clips here. XRapid goes commercial. They highlighted who's using it, and so if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out on their website, as well as their Twitter profile here. You guys can take a look and retweet it or whatever it may be. But just want to let you know this content is out here if you want to share it with someone who wants to learn about Ripple and XRP. Now, we do have to talk about Coinbase. There's some updates. So first, Coinbase moved $5 billion in crypto as part of an upgrade it was worried would take a toll on the market. Coinbase, the cryptocurrency exchange, announced Wednesday the successful completion of an upgrade made to its cold storage infrastructure. As part of the process, the firm migrated $5 billion worth of crypto from the old system, dubbed Generation 3, to a new system dubbed Generation 4. Here's a quote. Last week, we successfully completed an on-blockchain migration of approximately $5 billion as valued at the week ending December 7th of cryptocurrency from Generation 3 to 4 of our cold storage infrastructure. According to Coinbase, that might be the largest migration of crypto in history. The 5 billion number represents 5% of all Bitcoin, 8% of the total supply of Ether, and 25% of all Litecoin. They hold a lot, guys. The migration, which took place over several days earlier this month, opened Coinbase up to potential risk, the firm said. One of the risks we identified early on in the process was the potential of our migration to be mistaken for an exchange breach or a larger trader preparing to sell a significant amount of crypto. But I don't think people cared because the market was down anyway. But like I said, I have my problems with Coinbase, but I need to highlight, the major things that they're doing, and they are doing some good stuff. And it looks like they're upgrading their systems. As I was just talking about, we won't see issues unless somebody really drops the ball, but we won't see issues this time around the next bull run. And everybody's making upgrades and doing what they need to do to prepare for launch. So this is a good sign. This is a good indication of we might be close to, a bull run up in early 2019. I'm hoping Q1. I'm hoping the SEC passes, the Congress bill gets passed, the SEC provides more clarity. They also maybe approve a Bitcoin ETF, the Van Eck. That would be awesome. So definitely hoping, guys, fingers crossed. Coinbase also to relaunch Earn.com as Coinbase Earn, the latest iteration of a product with many former identities. Many of you may have heard of Earn.com, where you can earn crypto for simply completing tasks like reading an email or something like that. Well, Coinbase has, pretty much, I think they purchased it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, did they own it? And they're going to rebrand it. So Meltem Demir, I can't pronounce her last name, but you guys may have seen her in CNBC Fast Money. She's big in the crypto market. I agree with her sentiment here. She's in response to them launching Coinbase Earn. This is hilarious. We are now paying people in coins to learn about coins and how to buy coins and why they should buy coins on the platform that sells coins. How would you try 0x project other than trading? We are encouraging unsophisticated investors to trade on a DEX. So, yeah, I mean, Coinbase, a whole bunch of gimmicks here, man. Like, sometimes they are so annoying. And now I know why Adam White left and he went to Bakkt. I mean, the fact that they haven't listed XRP and even Cardano and Stellar and these other coins, and they're listing all these crap coins that nobody has ever heard of. It just shows, man, they need to get their act together, and let's see what happens. All we know is that Binance and Bittrex is eating their lunch, and the big guys are coming. They are coming, man. More and more exchanges coming to the U.S. So keep holding, guys. Keep holding. Be patient. Big things are ahead. As I mentioned, I spoke to some Wall Street guys tonight, and I have spoken to some before, and they tell me you just got to be patient. The big money, these Wall Street guys want to keep the power. They want to keep the money they have. They don't want the common folk becoming rich. They want that money. They don't want that going to just random Joe Schmoes. So I think you got to count yourself lucky and just be patient. Crypto's here to stay. It's a new asset class. Government is regulating it, and the big money is setting up shop. They're setting up their services. So, guys, what do you think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Also, don't forget my Patreon group that I created. Check that out if you like to support and donate. And if you find my channel helpful, please share with your family and friends. Tweet my channel, share it on Facebook, so that we can help grow the community and share facts, take a logical, factual approach to crypto, no over speculation or hyping. And definitely, you guys know I'm working towards getting more interviews with people so you can get a different perspective, get some information from folks who are more seasoned in the market, have a different move in different circles, like for example Mark Yusko, right? He's obviously dealing with big players in the market. So leave your thoughts and comments below, guys, and thank you for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.